What is up, my brothers and sisters? This is Michael Tharp, EDU. I am pumped up. I am super excited because of what is happening now in the world called the Great Awakening. So in this video, I'm going to explain how the best asset, the thing that will set people free, is actually something called silver. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but stick with me here. This all goes back to something called the crime of 1873. So what our government, what the corporations, what the banks knew they needed to do was to control the money. And the first thing they needed to do is get rid of real money, get rid of sound money, and replace it with something that was fake. Something that would make us work more to get less of it year after year after year. And what they did when they took us off silver as money and eventually took us off of gold as money is they forced us into using the debt dollar, which is currency, not money. The dollar is not money. Once they did this, they used the media, they used Hollywood, they used news to keep us divided, to get us living in fear and doubt and believe in scarcity and to live in scarcity. And this has happened throughout American history, throughout the history of the world, is they divide us and keep us in this mindset so that they can control what we do with our lives and what our dreams are. Now, how do we overcome this? Of course, the answer is unity and love. When we focus on those things, when we come together and build our own systems and our own networks that don't rely on them, that's when we start winning. So if the first thing they did was take away money from us, what's the first thing we need to do? We need to take back control of our money and our value and store it in something solid that we know is going to last. And for me, I believe the number one most undervalued asset in the world and the most important metal to the human race on multiple levels, as there's over 10,000 uses, is silver. And historically, silver has been the poor man's gold, the common man's way of getting ahead. And I truly believe in 2020, there's going to be a great awakening of people realizing they need sound money, they need real assets in their physical possession, and there's nothing better to do that with than actual physical silver. Once we unite as people in love and unity, and we realize we need real money, sound money, what we then will see is the Great Awakening. And what this is power coming back to the people and realizing this whole illusion they've built, that we need them, that all these systems that are in place to keep us divided, to keep us living in fear, all along, we have the power to overcome them. And we're going to do that by following our passion, believing in ourselves, and doubling down on that even during this time. This entire thing that's going on right now in the world is meant to make us even more scared of each other, of ourselves, of our future, and our dreams. I believe the thing that will crack that, the thing that will unite us, that gives us real value and allows us to break free, is silver that's been manipulated since the crime of 1873. JP Morgan Chase has been found guilty and pled and admitted that they have been rigging the silver markets for the last 10 years at least. Why did they need to do this? Because as they are printing trillions of dollars, 23% of all dollars have been created in 2020, guys. That's insane. Now, why aren't we seeing inflation or prices rise dramatically because of that? Because they're keeping the price of things down artificially by rigging markets. They cannot allow silver to rise to its real value, because when it does, it will expose the crimes of those in power who have kept us their slaves. No more. People, wake up, unite in love, and start to follow your passions, get real physical assets, so that when they pull the rug out, when they do whatever they're going to do, you and your family are prepared, and you've created an ecosystem of people that you love and trust around you, so that you no longer have to rely on that system. You are now financially free to follow your passions, do whatever you want. It's all an illusion, guys. It goes back to the Wizard of Oz. The man behind the curtain has no clothes. Once you realize that, you will realize that specifically the American people have the power to overcome and live in freedom without these leaders who have destroyed us for so long. So I'm challenging you, get physical silver, double down, invest in yourselves. We will unite in love and we will win. Peace.